I am drinking the stars. That's what Dom Perignon said when he had champagne for the first time. Champagne is a celebrated sparkling wine produced by inducing the in-bottle secondary fermentation to effect carbonation. It is produced exclusively within the Champagne region of France, from which it takes its name. The use of word champagne is limited for any other region producing sparkling wine. It is legally protected by the Treaty of Madrid 1891. It is produced by a special method called Method Champenois. Champagne region is situated in the northeast of France. Dom Perignon is considered as the father of Champagne. However, Christopher Marot, a physician, documented secondary fermentation at least 30 years before Dom Perignon. But it doesn't matter, we still consider Dom Perignon as father of Champagne. Grapes. There are three principal permitted grapes: Pinot Noir, Pinot Meunier, and Chardonnay. If champagne made using only black grapes, it is labeled as Blanc de Noir. If only white grapes used, then labeled as Blanc de Blanc. In case both grapes used, it is called Boozy. There are 5 sub-regions or departments in Champagne region: the Aube, the Valley of Morne, the mountains of Reims, Côte de Séjon, Côte de Blanc. Now, understanding Method Champenois. Harvesting. Harvesting is done in the month of September once the grapes reaches to the accurate acid-sugar balance, which is checked by refractometer. Grapes are hand-picked to avoid any damage. Pressing. Pressing is done quickly. Grape juice or must extracted from first press is called vin de cuvée. Second press is called premier tel. Third press is called deuxième tel. Fourth press is called rebêche. Must is allowed to rest for 12 hours so that the impurities can settle down. First fermentation. First fermentation is followed in stainless steel vats at 20 degrees Celsius temperature for 6 months. As a result, a dry white wine with 11% alcoholic strength is obtained. Assemblage. Assemblage is blending together the wines of 250 plus different villages and previous year wines. In case of vintage champagne, assemblage is not allowed. Dosage de Tirage. Blended wine is now injected with the mixture of yeast and sugar called liqueur de tirage. It helps in secondary fermentation. Secondary fermentation. The wine is transferred in a strong bottle sealed with crown cap. Secondary fermentation will take place in the bottle itself. In this process, CO2 gets infused in the wine. It's a slow process called prise de mousse. Alcoholic strength increases from 11% to 12% with 5 to 6 atmospheric pressure. Remuage. In this step, wine bottle is kept in the rack of furniture called pupitre. Position of bottles are changed by skillful masters called remuers. Bottle is kept in horizontal position called mise sur lay position. After each 3 days, positions are changed. Bottle is positioned on 30 degree called mise sur poa. then it's completely turned to vertical or Leuvelpoa position. There are some sippers, they may use mechanical frames called zero pallets. Sediments or dead yeast cell of wine get stuck in the microbills of crown caps. Degorgement. In this process, bottle neck is dipped into brine solution and refrigerated. The sediments and some quantity of wine to get frozen. It is popped out like a frozen lump. Dosage. The loss of wine is compensated in this step. Liqueur, the expedition. Before putting cork, wine may be sweetened with cane sugar. Brut, which means less than 12 grams per liter of residual sugar. Sec, it means 17 to 32 grams of residual sugar. Doux, it means more than 50 grams of residual sugar. Bottling. Bottle is treated with sulfur dioxide, filled with champagne, corked, wired, then foiled and labeled. Now some brands: Lanson, Corbel, Dom Perignon, Moët Tatunze, Vive Clicquot Ponsardin, Bollinger, Mum. That's all in today's educational series. Thanks everyone for watching. The next video topic is wines of Italy. Take care.